This week's headlines.
First ever market day is successfully over, world's most expensive piece of cardboard, Billy Ackroyd talks to Westminster students, and last but not least, Smoke TV has a pilot of the big debate show.
We're also covering news and sports and what's on in London with Morgan Rees. Oh, hey everyone, welcome back to Smoke News. My name's Jack.
And I'm Hanan.
First up, Jenny Ibanez, VP of Harrow, organised last week the first ever market day in the Forum. Working hard to fight hidden course costs, students gathered to buy or to sell goods around the university. Let's take a look.
Welcome to the first ever market day here held at the Harrow campus. My name's Jenny Ibanez, Vice President of Harrow, and why we are here, we're here to help students and support students on fundraising for their final year projects as well as their additional course costs.
My name is Hanan. I am co-founder of Rees Body Oils. I'm selling basically body oils, so exclusive designers and traditional scents without the alcohol.
My stall is called Pick a Mix, and basically what you have to do is, I'm playing mixes throughout the day, 4 different genres, and then you pick a mix and you pick a case, which is my artwork here, like just random photos that I've taken. So yeah, that's basically it. This is my project proposal to tell people what I'm doing in India.
So we are selling smoothies which have got pineapple, melon, mango and bananas in them, and then over here we're selling all kinds of fresh fruit which you can grab whenever you need to, and some potatoes and peppers for people's dinner.
We've got some Rice Krispies, we've got some Cinnabons. I had some chocolate chip cookies which have now sold out.
I actually think this is great. I mean, I just walked in here and I just said to Paul Hanan in admissions, I said, this is what a university should look like. I think this is great. I mean, it seems to be very effective. I've actually bought some stuff. I bought a Victoria sponge cake, which I probably don't need to eat, but I did.
I think it's really good. My friend is over there doing some cakes for charity, and some more of my friends are selling chili up there.
I bought 2 smoothies from the stall that are collecting to climb, is it Kilimanjaro, and raise money for charity.
It's a good way to share people's ideas. People can see what I'm doing with my project and vice versa. And also it's just a way to be creative and have a bit of a fun day, you know. So I'm really enjoying myself now.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea because obviously there are some courses which really struggle. I was talking to some fine art people, they don't even get paper.
So we are here at the first market day here in Harrow campus. And we're joined by the Mexico stall. What are you guys doing?
We're raising money for the Ukrainian street children for our documentary as well.
Okay, and we're about to do the first ever chili challenge!
Cool. Jamal Achi, VP of Regents, and Miriam Hanna, VP of Cavendish, took part in the Chili Challenge. To find out how they got on, head to Smoke TV's YouTube channel.
Now, for all lovers of exotic rhythms, Cavendish campus will be hosting new belly dancing classes every Wednesday starting this week. The classes will be taking place in the pavilion from 6 till 7 p.m, so go and have a look. I think I've got kickboxing that day, but anyone who wants to tighten up their abs or wants an 8-pack of some sort, you know where to go.
Next up, the Marylebone building works are finally over, and this surely deserves a celebration. The Vice-Chancellor, together with the Deans and the SCO, are inviting students to come down this Wednesday at 4 p.m. to celebrate the vibrant new space.
Moving on, Smoke TV just had the pilot of their new live show, The Big Debate. The 6 panellists discussed together with students issues such as the upcoming NUS demo and cuts to student fees. Watch out for the show on Smoke TV's YouTube channel.
Moving on with one of our more peculiar news stories, would you pay £200,000 for this? Well, someone wanted to. Sophie Cook reports.
Have you ever thought about trying a new way of fundraising rather than the same old cake sale or raffle? Julia McGill did exactly that. It all started with a piece of cardboard and eBay. Turned out to be quite a success.
I'm doing a trek to the Great Wall of China for the charity Dig Deep, and to try and raise money I put a piece of cardboard shaped a bit like an iPhone 5 on eBay. I didn't expect it to get more than a few pounds, but after Stephen Fry retweeted it, it went up to £200,000 in about 5 hours. eBay took the item down in the middle of the night because it was misleading as it had the words iPhone in the title. But after we spoke with the Metro, who rang up eBay to find out why they took down a listing for charity, they allowed us to put it back up with a link to Just Giving in the description. It went up to £70,000 on the new listing, but after we asked the top 3 bidders if they were actually genuine, it went back down to £920.
The auction ended at Saturday night at 10 p.m, raising £920. All the money is going to charity Dig Deep, and that's for the International Development Society as part of the University of Westminster.
Good that.
It was. And finally in news, Academy Award nominated Billy Ackroyd, who worked on blockbusters United 93 and The Hurt Locker, made a visit to the Harrow campus last week. He spoke to students about his career in media, and one of our students managed to nab an interview with him, which will be up on our YouTube channel very soon.
And now let's find out the sports results for this week.
Great game from Dragons' second team against Kingston. In the first half, the team managed to score 4 goals. In the second half, Dragons let slip slightly, which resulted in a goal from Kingston. However, they still couldn't defeat Dragons, who managed a 4-1 win.
Hi, I'm Sean, captain of the second team.
I'm Ed, striker of the second team, and won 4-1 today against Kingston.
Yeah, the first half was very good. Played for some good football, scored 4 goals. The second half we sort of dropped out a little bit. You got 1, didn't you, today?
I got 1, JJ got 2. But yeah, overall deserved to win, but could have scored a few more.
Although Dragons' third team had a good game and great performance, they didn't manage to achieve a victory against Roehampton. Westminster led the score for the majority of the game and did have some missed opportunities. However, 2 mistakes in the last few minutes of the game gave the opportunity for Roehampton to score 2 goals.
Dale Welch, third team coach. Started disappointing games for us today. The result was disappointing. We've had some really good results and performances in the league recently. And today we're missing a couple of players and we just weren't quite as fluent as we normally are. But the boys still played really well. They put in a good performance. They worked their socks off for each other. There's a really good spirit in the third team.
My name's Moses, third team captain. Injured today, so I couldn't play. But I think all in all, there was not that much fluency in the game. Like, even when we was winning, we were thinking today we've got to just grind out a result and then work on a few things in the training ground. A few mistakes at the end cost us the game. I don't think we deserved to lose, but I don't think we played that great.
In the women's tennis, the Dragons couldn't quite reach the best of their ability and as a result, faced a defeat in both singles and doubles games against Middlesex.
Hi, it's Julia as a tennis team captain. And hi, I'm Gabby, I'm a member of the team. Today we just played Middlesex in doubles and single. I played single and I played very badly, so I lost.
And unfortunately we also lost in the doubles, and we feel that there's definitely room for improvement, but I think it's going to get much better considering we have a coach on our Sunday session now. So it'll be much better next time for a match against Imperial.
Yeah, and hopefully we're going to get ready.
The men's cricket team took part in the Bucks competition last weekend. Here are the results. In the first match versus Hertfordshire, Westminster won by 2 wickets. In the second match against Imperial College, Imperial won by 49 runs. And in the third match against Royal Holloway, Westminster won by 40 runs. Great job, Dragons.
And now it's time for Morgan to tell us what's on in London this week.
Thanks, guys. Hi, I'm Morgan, and welcome to this week's What's on London. First up is one of London's top winter attractions, which opens this Friday. Winter Wonderland, based in Hyde Park, offers great rides, over 100,000 Christmas lights and the biggest outdoor ice rink in the UK. It's a great evening for a romantic winter date or just with a group of friends. And best of all for us students, entry's free. Second up this week is a unique art exhibit. Based at the Barbican, Rain Room is a digital installation that gives visitors the idea of how it might feel to control the rain. Entry's free, and best of all, you don't actually get wet. Next up is a music concert. Gabriella Alpin, a singer-songwriter whose song features in the new John Lewis Christmas advert, plays at Scala this Thursday. At just £10.50, it's a cheap night to see a future star. And finally, we are now over halfway through November. With everyone sporting new facial hair, how about donating to a great cause? Our rugby team is still collecting, and most of them are growing a better moustache than me. So head on to our page to donate and see our progress. That's all from me. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Morgan.
Nice one, Morgan.
And finally, the NUS are hosting what is set to be one of the biggest demos yet this week.
On Wednesday, thousands of students are going to be marching against fees, cuts and the privatisation of education.
We'll be reporting in next week's news.
That's enough news for today. You've had your lot. We'll see you next week.
Bye.